If you guys are thinking of buying or selling in Milton, please watch this video before you guys sign any contracts because unfortunately there are some people who are kind of downplaying what's exactly going on in the market. But we are going to go straight to the stats, straight from the Toronto Real Estate Board. So these are not like my opinions. I did not manipulate the numbers in any way. And by the way, if you guys need any help buying or selling, I am a real estate agent. You can call or text me here. But we all know that's not why you're here. You are here for the stats. So let's get into the stats. Let me fix my screen. It keeps getting messed up. So what I did was, this is only for Milton. What I've been doing is I've been comparing every single month to the month of January. And right now, for the month of July, July is down 16% in prices compared to the month of January for detached homes. And semis are down 20% since the month of January. And this, keep in mind, these are prices. This is not number of sales. So semis are down 20% in price since the month of January. Freehold townhouses hurting the most in Milton. They're down 24%. Condo townhouses are down 19%, and condos are down 13% since the month of January. So that's a big drop in only 7 months. Now let's look at number of sales. And you can see here, I've been keeping track, like I said before, since the month of January, and this is how many homes sold each month in Milton. And you can see here, like, this is the lowest we've seen all year. July was the slowest month of the year for Milton, only 114 homes sold. And that is a big difference compared to, look at the peak of the market in February at 242 and in March 248. So we're not even half there. And let me know in the comments below if you guys think August will be actually even slower than July, because the way things are going, it looks like it probably will be. Now, in case you guys are curious, like just how the market share gets divided up in Milton, detached homes make up almost 50% of the market, and followed by freehold townhouses. They're at 26%, and condos are at about 8.8%. So that's kind of an interesting stat. I just thought I'd throw that in there. But we're just getting started now. We're going to get right into the prices and the actual numbers. But if you guys enjoy this kind of stuff, like data-driven, stats heavy, please consider subscribing, and it does help out the channel and kind of cheers me up. Now let's compare it to last year. So these are the average prices I pulled up for this year. Like detached homes, the average price is about 1.3. And semis are right around the $1 million mark. These are average prices. Freehold townhouses are just under $900,000. Condo townhouses are selling at $721,000, and condos are just a little bit above $600,000. Now, if we compare it to last July, so just to keep things fair, I'm comparing the same month to the same month every single year. So if we compare it to last July, these are the numbers here, and the prices are actually still up about 2% to 5%, I'd say. Condo townhouses are up about 8%. But just a word of caution, if I was to take like March of last year and compare it to March of this year, this number would have been a lot higher. Same with February, same with April. So I guess the point I'm trying to make is this gap is narrowing. This number would have been a lot higher in the winter and springtime. So it would be interesting to see if I come back, let's say in September, October, if we're looking at the same numbers or if we're actually below last year's numbers, which I will keep you guys updated, and in case that kind of helps you guys out. Now, let's break it down by price range, because some people want to see how each price range is doing. They say that actually gives a better picture of how the market's performing. So I was like, okay, yeah, no problem. I don't know how to fix my screen because sometimes it gets cut off at the bottom. So I apologize for that if I keep going back and forth. Now, yeah, like I said before, let's look at price ranges. So what I did was I broke it down by 3 price ranges, like 500 to a million to 2 million, and 2 million plus. So this is every single month, like January, February, March, April, May, June, July. So at the peak of the market, this price range was performing the best, which is $1 million to $2 million. You can see every single month they were above 100 sales, and in the peak of the market, February and March, they were actually above 150 sales, just that range. And what has happened is the $2 million plus range, They sold a whole bunch in February and March, but ever since then, look at that. Like it's almost next to zero. Like there's very, very few sales happening in June and July over $2 million. The price range that has performed somewhat okay so far is the $500 to $1 million range, because look at it. It had the pretty low sales in January, but it has been going up and up, and this is performing the best. It has actually taken over as the best price range right now. Well, the reason is because, like condo townhouses and condos still kind of fall in this price range. So sometimes when people get priced out of the higher price ranges, they actually move down. And condos, as we all know, they are also a heavy investor market, and somehow they never seem to run out of money. Now, let's look at the actual numbers, because that was the chart I broke down by price range. And like I said before, if you guys enjoy this kind of stuff, it takes me a long, long time to prepare, because I'm not an expert in making these presentations by any means. I think you can tell by some of the things I'm doing wrong. But please consider subscribing, because it does help out the channel. It helps the channel grow. Now, let's look at the actual numbers. This is what's been going on since the month of January. I've put down the price for every single month. So these are detached average prices for Milton only. Right now, detached homes are down over about $250,000 since the month of January. They were selling at 1.13 in the month of July. And detached median houses are not that much different. They're at $360,000 drop. They're selling just about $1.2 million. Now, if you guys want to look at semi-detached homes, average prices, at the peak of the market, they were almost at 1.4. Look at the price here in the month of February. They were at almost 1.4, and they were selling at 1.3 in the month of January. But if you compare it to January to July, they're down $263,000. So that is what's going on for semi-detached homes. And if you guys look at the median prices, they are below $1 million range, and that's a drop of $287,000. Now let's look at freehold townhouses. Like I mentioned before, freehold townhouses make a pretty decent amount of the market. I think they were at like 20-25% or something. So they are selling at $876,000, and that's a drop of $278,000 since the month of January. If you look at median prices for freehold townhouses, that's almost $300,000 they're down. And at the peak of the market, that was in February, they were at 1.17, and they dropped below $1 million in April, and ever since then they've been declining steadily. Let's see what happens in August. So I'll be back in about a month doing the August update. And if you guys want to look at the condo townhouses average prices are down $171,000. They're selling at $720,000 or so, and they have been dropping ever since. They peaked in the month of February, and they've been dropping, I would say, at least $50,000 every single month. Now let's look at condo townhouses median prices. They are down $171,000. They're selling at $720,000. Look at the price they went up to in the month of February, 1.17 for a condo townhouse. That is insanity. Like there's no way an entry-level family, just working two regular jobs like first-time buyers, there's no way they could have afforded a condo townhouse. Like that is crazy. I mean, even this is better if you guys are thinking of buying, but even this, like the way the interest rates are going up, like it's almost next to impossible still for first-time buyers. Never mind at the peak of the market, even now. Condos average prices, they're down $94,000, and they are just above $600,000. And at the peak of the market, they were at $781,000. And condos median prices, they are at $630,000, and they are down $50,000 since the month of January. So let's see what's actually on the market today. And right now there are 296 listings available on the Toronto Real Estate Board in Milton. And out of the 296, 57 of them have had to drop their price. And out of the 296, 205 of them have been on the market for longer than two weeks. And I think that's about it. I think that's all I want to cover for Milton for the month of July. Like I said before, if you guys enjoy this kind of information, please consider subscribing. And if you guys are looking for an honest agent who's going to give you the truth up front, even though sometimes it's not good to hear, but I think it's stuff you guys need to know. Like, especially in this kind of market, like you don't want somebody who's going to hype up the market and you list the house and nothing happens. Give me a call or text, and then we can talk further. Thanks. See ya.